Dear students, I welcome all of you in the another session of traffic engineering and management. We have covered number of topics from this module, this subject, and currently we are discussing the second module. The name of the second module is Basic Traffic Flow Parameter and Traffic Surveys. Traffic flow parameter and traffic surveys. You have learned that there are various kind of surveys such as speed delay surveys, journey time surveys, volume surveys, VSF, OPAC. You have learned all the things. Now, in this session, we are going to cover the remaining topics, the remaining methods of traffic volume count. Remember, we have learned that there are basically two methods of traffic volume count: manual method and automatic method. There are numerous methods which are being available in the automatic method also, such as pneumatic tube method, then radar method, infrared method, ultrasonic sensor method. We have learned all those things. Now there is another method that is need to be discussed over here. So we are going to cover videography method first, then we will cover about the passenger car queuing, and then we will move towards the presentation of the data. Because in order to learn the presentation of traffic data, traffic volume data, we need to have thorough understanding of all the methods that are being covered to collect the data of traffic volume. So let us learn step by step all the things. First is about videography method. Now, as the name suggests, videography method contains the collection of traffic volume data with the help of videos. Now, videos are collected from various kind of CCTV, the camera which are being fixed on the site, or number of times it may also happen that people, means the surveyors, they go there and they collect the data with the help of video. Let us learn about step by step that this is the method which is carried out for the road stretch of 20 to 30 meters. So see, 20 to 30 meter of the whole road stretch is considered. This is how it proceeds. Sections of 20 to 30 meters are considered for the one session of videography. Then the entry and exit of the vehicles on the particular this selected approach should be covered in the videography. So the videography should be so done that both the things such as entry and exit are covered. Then the start time of the video is set as 0 so that we can have the actual time that in how much time, how much vehicles, how many vehicles are crossing at the entry point or at the exit point. Then this movement of vehicles, I already mentioned that entry and exit of the vehicle should be there. So the movement of the vehicles should be recorded for the period of 1 hour. So we have the time, we have the particular distance of 20 to 30 meter. So with the help of distance and time, we can have the data of velocity also, speed also. Then once the video is at end, after end of the video, these vehicles are counted on the screen of computer or DVD. See, in the initial period, before 5 6 years, DVDs were there. You know, if you remember, DVDs were there, 5.0, 3.5 DVD were there, in which the CDs were there into, needed to be placed, and the data should be reversed. This is how it was done in previous times, but nowadays there is no need of DVDs, I guess, because the data can be collected in the form of what I can say, in the median of pen drives or hard disks, and once the video is collected, then the people sitting in the office, what they do, they just observe the video, they watch the video, and they note that okay, this number of cars have passed, this number of two-wheelers have passed, this number of cycles have passed, these numbers of pedestrians have passed. So this is how after the end of the video, the vehicles are counted on the screen of computer. Number of times the revision takes place so that there should be no error in the particular thing. The entry and exit time of the vehicles are also recorded at the selected stretch so that one can have the basic idea that how much time does it take to cross the section of this point to this point. So this is about the videography method. Let me revise it once again for you. First of all, it is carried out for the stretch of 20 to 30 meters. Then the entry and exit of the vehicles or the selected approach should be covered in the videography. Start time of the video is set as 0. Movement of the particular vehicles are recorded for the period of 1 hour. After the end of the video, the data is collected in form of DVDs because that is written in the particular book. But it is not necessary for you to write this. The data is collected and the data means the particular videos are collected, and all this video are helpful to count the number of vehicles through viewing it on the screen of the computers. The entry and exit time of the vehicles are also recorded so that one can have the idea of speed studies also. The distance passed by the vehicle per unit time is worked out so that the speed can also, average speed can be worked out also. See, this is the distance and this is the unit time. So it will be d by t, and you know that d by t stands for v stands for speed or velocity. So this is how this will be in meters because we are considered in meter, and this will be in seconds or minute. So this is how it will be done. So this is about the videography method. This method has certain advantages such as it gives the permanent record of volume count. Means once you have collected the data, then there are no chance of what I can say uh, noisy data occurrence. Noisy data means error in the data. You just have to save the particular collected data and then you are done because this is a permanent method of the recording the data. This analysis can be done repeatedly, as I have already mentioned that repeatedly the videos are watched again and again. They are watched so that there are no chances of error. The count should be comply with the adequate criteria. So this is about videography method. 20 to 30 meter road stretch, period of 1 hour. Entry and exit poles are considered. Start time is set as 0. Videos are collected. They are watched on the screen of computer. The distance passed by the vehicle per unit time is worked out, and this is how one can get the data, the value of speed and velocity. This is the permanent method of collecting the record of volume count, and this analysis can be done repeatedly. How? By watching the videos again and again. So this is about it. Now let us learn about the another thing that is called as PCU. The PCU stands for Passenger Car Unit. The IRC 64 1990 gives us the insights of this PCU. So this is not PUC, this is not pollution under control, this is PCU, that is passenger car unit. Whenever you are dealing as a traffic engineer, you must have the knowledge of passenger car unit. I have prepared a method through which you can remember this particular theory very easily. So don't get confused. See, whenever you take your vehicle from your home, and whenever let us assume that you are joining a particular national highway, express highway or state highway. See, your vehicle, this is the particular NH, so your vehicle will join this particular highway in this direction. So tell me, will it happen that if you are considering your vehicle as scooter, will it happen that only scooters will be there on the road stretch? Other vehicles will only be scooter? No, friends, because whenever we are traveling practically, we are driving the vehicle, it will never happen that the road stretch is dedicated for particular kind of vehicle, except BRTS. BRTS is a different thing, but we will not have BRTS. We will not go for with our own BRTS. So don't consider BRTS, bus rapid transit system for this. So whenever you are driving your vehicle, you will enter in the mixed traffic condition. That is also called as heterogeneous condition. See, heterogeneous stands for mixed traffic condition where no thing is homogeneous. Homogeneous means there is uniformity. This is the opposite of homogeneous. So this stands for heterogeneous. This heterogeneous traffic condition is also called as mixed traffic condition. Now, whenever you are traveling and you encounter the mixed traffic condition, you will observe that various vehicles have various different kind of characteristics. Classes of vehicles stands for two-wheelers, four-wheelers, then three-wheelers, rickshaw, then bullock cart, tanga. There is the various kind of vehicle, classes of vehicles. So all these vehicles, will there uniform characteristics in these vehicles? No. All the vehicles are unique. Cycle is having its own characteristic, scooter is having its own characteristic, bike will have its own characteristic, bus will have its own characteristic, motor car will have its own characteristic, sorry, that was the slip of tongue. A rickshaw can have its own characteristic. So this is how whenever your vehicle will encounter mixed traffic condition, that is also called as heterogeneous traffic condition, different classes of vehicles will be there and different characteristics will be there. These characteristics can be divided into static or dynamic. That we have already covered in the vehicular characteristics. That in dynamic, it will stand for speed, acceleration, braking time, braking distance. And if it is static, then it will be the length of vehicle, width of vehicle, height of the vehicle. This is about it. So I repeat it once again. I am going with a slow pace because this theory plays an important role as far as your syllabus is concerned. This is the easiest theory, but at the time of exam, it may happen that you can forget the major words. The major words that play an important role over here is heterogeneous traffic, mixed traffic, various characteristics of vehicle, classes of vehicle, static characteristics, dynamic characteristics. So we have to set a particular unit so that each vehicle can be measured for its space utilization on the road. So PCU, which stands for Passenger Car Unit, which is having the IRC Indian Road Congress 64 1990. The definition of PCU stands for it is the common practice to consider the passenger car. See, the full form is passenger. Let me erase all of the things so that there are no chances of confusion. See, passenger is the first word. Second word is car and third word is unit. If you combine these two words, it will be passenger car. And this will be second word. So the passenger car unit can be remembered using this thing. That the common practice to consider the passenger car. Here we are considering this passenger car which is having the utilization of 4 seats or 5 seats basically, such as Swift or Indica or any kind of car. Basic car, I mean. Passenger car is the standard vehicle. Here we will consider passenger car as the standard vehicle that will be used as the unit. One passenger car, that means the value of that PCU will be 1. To convert the other vehicle classes. So it is called as PCU. Don't worry, I will make it very easier for you once again. See, whenever you are traveling on a mixed traffic condition, that is also called as heterogeneous traffic condition, various kind of vehicles will have different kind of classes, different characteristics. Various characteristics may happen such as static characteristics that involves the length of the vehicle, width of the vehicle, height of the vehicle, ground clearance of the vehicle. Then dynamic characteristics involve speed, acceleration, braking time, reaction time, etc. So in order to have the uniformity for this particular classes, we have to have particular standard vehicle unit, and here we will consider a passenger car as the single standard unit, that is called as passenger car unit. See, this car, it is the vehicle which is used to express the highway capacity. Means if we are considering that one car will have the value of 1. So the bus, how much value will be there of PCU for bus? Bus consumes approximate 3 times of size of car. So it will be 3. See, there is a bike. So bike will consume half of the space of the car. So it will be 1 by 2, it will be 0.5. So this is how. The vehicle unit used for expressing highway capacity, One car we are considering here over here is single unit. Cycle and motorcycle are considered as half unit. Bus, truck are having inconvenience and having larger size. So they will have three multiplication size of the car. So that will be three of the PCU. So this is how it works. See, try to read this particular content peacefully and you will have understanding that mixed traffic condition leads to the different characteristics of vehicles and classes of vehicles such as static and dynamic characteristics. So that PCU definition is that the common practice to consider the passenger car as the standard vehicle unit to convert other vehicle classes and the unit is called as PCU. Here, it also indicates the highway capacity or the capacity of highway. One car is considered as a single unit. Car and motor occupies half of the space of car, so it will be approximately half car unit. Bus and truck causes a lot of inconvenience as compared to car. So because of its larger size, it will be equivalent to three car. So three PCU will be there. Now, these are the various classes of vehicle and their PCU. If it is passenger car, it will be 1. If it is auto rickshaw, it will be 1. If it is bus or truck, it will be 3. If it is tractor and trailer unit both combined, it will be 3. If motorcycle, scooter and pedal cycle is there, it would be half of the car, so it will be 0.5 PCU factor. If it is horse-drawn vehicle, it will be 4 because it consumes larger space and inconvenience also is larger as compared to car. Then small bullock cart is there, it will be 6 and large bullock cart will consume 8. So what you have to do over here is you have to remember all these things because if your luck is good, if you are having a good luck, then there are chances that the example based on this can be asked in the exam also. And this is the easiest kind of example. You can never expect an easiest thing compared to this. So these are the various classes of vehicles. Let us learn about the factors affecting GTU, PCU, sorry, PCU. Sorry, that was a fumbling. Vehicle characteristics affect PCU because I have already mentioned the static characteristics such as dimension of vehicle, power of vehicle, then certain dynamic characteristics such as speed of vehicle and acceleration of vehicle will affect. Then traffic stream characteristics such as how much gap is available whenever you are whenever you are traveling your vehicle on the traffic. Then which kind of classes of composition of vehicles are there? What is the mean speed of the vehicle? What is the speed distribution type of the vehicles in the traffic? That is there. Then comes the roadway characteristics such as geometric design, access control, whether it is rural road is urban road, whether 6 lane, 4 lane, 2 lane is there, whether any intersection or crossing is there. So this is how it affects. And then comes the control of traffic. That involves the speed limit, what is the speed limit, then if it is a one-way street or what, if any kind of work is there, such as metro work is ongoing in Ahmedabad. So you can observe that a number of stretches, one way is there. Then traffic control devices, various kind of signs, signals, speed limitation boards, then accident prevention boards are there. So these are the factors that affect the PCU. Major, there are four categories of factors that involve vehicle characteristics that involves both static and dynamic. Then comes the traffic stream characteristics, then comes the roadway characteristics, and then comes the traffic control characteristics. Out of all this, the dimension, speed, and gap between moving vehicles play an important role. If we discuss about the important factors, then the length of the vehicle, width of the vehicle, let me take another color for you. See, length of the vehicle, width of the vehicle, average speed of the traffic stream, and gap between the vehicles. These are the four major or most important factors that affects the PCU. So this is about it. Let us understand the concept of PCU with the help of an example. So this is the statement that number of vehicles passing at a section in 1 hour time is given as under. Determine the traffic flow in PCU per hour. See, 40 cars are there, 35 buses are there, 20 trucks are there, 15 tractors are there, 60 motorcycles are there. So what we will do? We'll have the first column of the classes of vehicle, then their number, this is 1, this is 2, and then we will have PCU for that. And what we will do? We will have the total summation of all these things. See, these are the vehicle types that are given over here. These are the numbers that is given in the statement. We know that for the car, the PCU is 1. For bus, it is 3. For truck, it is 3. For tractor, it is 1. See, this is not tractor plus trailer. See, if this is tractor and this is trailer, see, it will consume approximate 3 times inconvenience as compared to car. So, the combined unit for tractor and trailer will be 3 PCU. But if tractor is only, then it will consume nearly same inconvenience as of car. So it will be 1. So I have considered tractor as 1 because trailer is not given and motorcycle as 0.5. Now we'll multiply this 40 into 1, 35 into 3, 20 into 3, 15 into 1. So it will give us the value of this. And if we have the total sum of this number, we will have the traffic flow in PCU per hour per lane. So this is how you can calculate the PCU, passenger car unit. So this was about the videography method and PCU method. I hope you have gone through the concepts thoroughly. Thank you so much, friends.